What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports. You're watching NFL Daily. I got the current AFC Playoff Picture, and the Ravens at 11-2 have clinched a playoff berth. Week 14 versus the Buffalo Bills. They took care of business 24-17. Week 15, then they got the New York Jets, who are 5-8, have been playing a lot better of late. So they can clinch the AFC North with a win or Steelers loss or tie in Week 15. So the Ravens will clinch the AFC North if the Ravens win versus the New York Jets or the Steelers loss or tie versus the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a tough team, but the Ravens, in my opinion, they're going to clinch. They're going to take care of business against the New York Jets, and one of the biggest reasons is because of Lamar Jackson. Now, the Ravens can clinch the 3 seed if the Ravens beat the Jets or a Steelers loss or tie to the Buffalo Bills. So they can clinch the number 3 seed if, and they can clinch the number 1 seed if, basically, they win or a Steelers loss or tie. So for this team to be able to control their own destiny is obviously what every single fan wants. And when you have Lamar Jackson, who right now is the MVP caliber quarterback that he is, everyone who's watching the show right now, start typing MVPs in the comments section because he's got over 1,000 rushing yards for a quarterback. That's laughably good. Michael Vick is the only quarterback in NFL history with over 1,000 rushing yards. If y'all don't comment MVP right now in this video, you're sleeping. So right now, here are the AFC North standings. The number 1 team, the Baltimore Ravens at 11-2. Pittsburgh Steelers 8-5. The Cleveland Browns 6-7. The Cincinnati Bengals are like grandma getting out of the tub ugly right now at 1-12, looking like they're going to get that number 1 overall pick. Joe Burrow, go check out my man Tom Downey's latest mock draft that he did. Burrow to the Bengals. Who says no? Now, let's look at the Ravens' remaining games. You got the Jets at 5-8, the Browns at 6-7, and the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-5. The Ravens, in my opinion, they're going to take care of business here. They're going to finish the season at 14-2. So the Ravens, they clinch that bye if they beat the Jets and the Patriots lose to the Bengals, beat the Jets, Chiefs tie Broncos, or beat or tie the Jets and Chiefs lose to the Denver Broncos. Now, that was the number 1 seed. Let's talk about the number 2 seed, the New England Patriots, who have kind of been struggling here of late. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 23-16. They lost in Week 15. They got the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 1-12. They should take care of business, and they clinch a playoff spot with a win. Now, you got Tom Brady, you got Bill Belichick. I think arguably, well, it's the Patriots dynasty. But at 10-3, this team is winning with their defense. They're not really winning with their offense. But, I mean, like, let's be real. They're going to take care of business. They're going to beat the Cincinnati Bengals coming up here this week. So let's look at the AFC East standings. It's always owned by the New England Patriots. Then the Buffalo Bills at 9-4. The Patriots have to keep winning games, though, because this Bills team has been playing pretty solid. And as you can see, their remaining schedule, they're going to have to take care of business against the Bengals, and then they have to play the Bills in Week 16. That is a game that everybody needs to put into their calendar because it realistically could be the game that decides the AFC East. So Week 15 versus the Bengals, Week 16 versus the Bills, and then you got Week 17, and a game that I think we can all agree they should win. Who is the best team in the AFC? Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, you might get hit with an ad break. So all I want you to do is I want you to scroll down, find that pinned comment, and I want you to let us know who is the best team in the AFC. Let's get back now into this current AFC playoff picture. The number 3 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs at 9-4, and as you can see, they have clinched the AFC West, and it kills my heart because I'm a Raiders fan. Now, they have Week 15 going up against the Denver Broncos, but they went into New England. They beat Tom Brady, which is something that they couldn't do last year. Now, we got to see the AFC rematch between the Patriots and the Chiefs. This time, the Chiefs, they came out on top, and they clinched the AFC West with a win in Week 14. More and more you watch this team, the offense continues to get better and better. I mean, winning in New England is not an easy task, especially for Patrick Mahomes, who's been battling some injuries. Tyreek Hill. Now you have Travis Kelce, 7 catches, 66 yards. But this team is led by Patrick Mahomes. 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Heck, he's going to be the first quarterback that makes $45 million a year, which is sick. That's all I'm saying. Patrick, Chat Sports, if you guys want to pay me $45 million, I'm all about it. But 3,266 yards continues to be one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the NFL. Now, I alluded to the Chiefs. They clinched this division at 9-4, and this was a division that was supposed to be good. And then the Raiders, they've lost 3 straight games. The Broncos, they just beat the Texans. What the hell am I watching? And then the Los Angeles Chargers, they also won this week. But the Chiefs, they own this division. Now, Week 15, they got the Broncos, who are 5-8. Week 16 against the Bears on Sunday Night Football. And then Week 17 versus the Chargers, 5-8. If y'all are Chiefs fans, go subscribe to our Chiefs channel. It is the fastest growing Chiefs channel on YouTube, chatsports.com/Chiefs. Now go to BetDSI, the internet's #1 sports book. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to chatsports.com/bet. When you use that promo code NFL120, you get a 120% deposit bonus. Mitch, what the hell does that mean? If you put down $50, you're going to get $60 for free. You put down $100, you get $120 for free. And now it's the holidays. Sometimes BetDSI, they're just slip in a few extra dollars. You know what I'm talking about when you slide in those DMs? BetDSI is hooking up Chat Sports. Go take advantage of this deal, chatsports.com/bet. Let's look now at the 4 seed, the Houston Texans, who, what in the world happened in this game? They got blown out by the Denver Broncos. Now they need to come back and beat the Tennessee Titans, who are playing very good football. And as we all saw, right, you go to Ryan Tannehill, you win 6 out of your last 7 games. Ryan Tannehill this week up against the Raiders, 391 yards, 3 touchdowns, absolutely balled out. But the Texans, they play the Titans in 2 out of their next 3 games. So here are the AFC South standings. Who's going to win the AFC South? I have absolutely no idea. And you guys should go to BetDSI if you think that you know, and maybe you could tell me so I could win some money. But with the Texans and the Titans both there at 8-5, this is a matchup that I'm telling y'all you need to stay tuned. Luckily here at Chat Sports, we'll have you covered, youtube.com/chatsportstv. So let's look now at the Texans' remaining schedule. Week 15 at the Titans, Week 16 at the Bucs, Jameis Winston, and then Week 17 versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, I would have said Deshaun Watson maybe like 5 weeks ago was an MVP caliber quarterback. However, this past week was a pretty rough one against the Broncos, but still having a stellar season, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So let's look at this game that everyone needs to put into the calendar. The Texans, they travel to Tennessee to play the Ryan Tannehill-led Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, another game over 100 rushing yards this past week. But AFC South's games, they're strange. And the thing that makes us a little bit strange, well, different here, we want to know from everyone watching. So, sure, I run the show, but let's be real, you guys run the show. So NFL Week 15, Texans at the Titans. You can type T if you think the Texans or Titans are going to win. Kind of cover both your asses there. So type H for Houston or type T for Tennessee. Who is going to win this game? Both teams at 8-5. It's going to be a game. And if you think that you know who's going to win, go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NFL120. So here at Chat Sports, we're trying to get to 150K subscribers. We just crossed 145K, and I always love to say it's crazy to think that we've gained over 100,000 subscribers in less than a year. Let's continue to grow NFL news, rumors, watch parties, Q&As, a lot more. The link is below. Click that subscribe button. It's red, unless you're colorblind. Then it might be gray. Not sure. YouTube.com/chatsportstv. Let's get to the 5 seed, the Buffalo Bills, and then we'll talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are also the 6th seed. But the Bills are at 9-4. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens this past week, 24-17. But I think that they're starting to prove to everyone that this is a legit team, right? So when you win on Thursday Night Football up against the Dallas Cowboys in the way that you did, and then this past week you battle it out with Lamar Jackson, you battle it out with this tough Ravens team. But now you got to go to Pittsburgh. Now you got to win that game, 8-5. And it's on Sunday Night Football. Steelers, Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. I'm going to go with the Bills. That defense is playing pretty legit, but then you got to play Week 16, the Patriots, 17 Jets. I think they're going to win at least 2 out of those next 3 games. Number 6 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Am I the only one that just doesn't feel like this is a playoff caliber team? No. I mean, they're 8-5, and when you watch them on the field, I'm like, I literally can't believe that this is a playoff caliber team. But, you know, hey, it's 2019, anything's possible, right? So Week 15 versus the Buffalo Bills. I've said that maybe 100 times now on this show, but their remaining schedule, Bills, Jets, Baltimore Ravens. The way that we're going to see if this team's legit, if you can take care of business against the Bills, you should be able to beat the Jets, and then Week 17 at the Ravens. So right now, this is a game that everybody needs to go to BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook, and you should put your money down. Your money. Your money where your mouth is. Buffalo Bills at the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Who you got? Okay, so type B for Bills or type S for Steelers. I'm going to type my B for Bills because, you know, dollar bills, y'all. But I think when you look at both teams, where their strengths, where their weaknesses are, I think the Bills are going to win this game. So I'm going to type my B for Bills. So I'm going to show you the current AFC playoff picture one more time, and then I'm going to go home. The Titans, they're 8-5. The Browns are 6-7. The Raiders, they're also 6-7. But as you can see on screen, the Ravens have already clinched a playoff berth. The Chiefs, they've clinched the AFC West. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Chat Sports at youtube.com/chatsportstv.